spin on digital highways. Lenny's at the helm through neon lit byways.
Welcome back to Alternative Reality Gaming. I'm your host Lenny, and if you're lucky, one of my furry co-hosts will join us today. Your stream will begin shortly. Enjoy. Alright, welcome back. We are playing Out of Ore, and I am still underground in Scandinavia, just digging away, trying to find a new way to cheat here a little bit. So we are using a ridiculously oversized wheel excavator and digging our way down. Most of this is already cleared, but I do still seem to be getting some, even though it doesn't really look like it. I don't necessarily need to clear over here, but let's keep it all uniform, I guess. I really am disappointed that it automatically turns on the parking brake. I want to be reckless and drive this thing with it on. Like, how dare y'all stop my stupidity? Trying to make sure I clear above the belt so that we have a place for this conveyor to go. So I don't know if this is actually any faster. But definitely a lot lazier. So let's go down, since it seems to be happiest when it's working its way from the bottom up. Still not down far enough, but I was gonna remove the vehicle again a little bit more. But maybe I should clear down all the way first. Alright. This is definitely pretty boring. But I'm not gonna lie, I think the people who watch Out of Ore are not watching for my random bullshit talk. I have a feeling they just want to see the machines do their thing. Oh, there's the conveyor, so I guess I can see how far I gotta go. Right there. So now, let's turn off that wheel, get this parking brake off, figure out how I can move forward a little. Actually, this is kind of working, I believe. So now let's straighten out the wheel. It's going to turn the parking brake back on itself, so that I'm not too worried about. That way with that belt. So far, when it comes to just the vast amount of dirt being moved, the wheel loader is just undefeated. I mean, even at its slow speeds, it definitely moves a lot more dirt. Um, I just feel like this is a little bit easier to control the shape of the room. At least I was hoping it was going to be. I don't necessarily know that it is. But I definitely can use the coal for my generator, or my coal power plants. So it's not like being up here doing this is a total waste. I'm just more or less testing this idea. Plus, I wanted to finish off this factory area. So if this doesn't work, I can at least turn this thing around and bore out inside of here. Man, that coffee got everywhere. It like in my freaking nose and shit. And I really don't need to go that way too much. Um, Especially after a certain point, the factory conveyor system thing ends. But I do need to extend that quite a bit. Um, because honestly, now that I have this much money, I need to get it to the point where it's making the I-beams at that machine or on the conveyor belts, and then also making um, well, pretty much anything else I could need, but instead of having the sloppy factory over there, that's all manual. I said manual, not manuel. Definitely looks like it's gonna give me a nice shape. And these are parts that I never could have reached with the wheel loader. I mean, I guess I could have if I did this little ramp thing, but Should probably check on that rear conveyor. It's been a little bit, and every time I ignore it, it starts missing and then wasting everything. No, it's still going. Alright. Can I... Yeah, I can see both. Oh. So we hit the wall. Now let's go all the way down this wall again. And then we're gonna pull forward a little more. And then a little more. And then a little more. This is definitely a pretty slick machine. It's just very awkward to get used to originally. So let's turn the wheel off again. Oh wait, I'm not down all the way. There we go. Parking brake off. Steers the opposite way for some reason. I'm gonna have to say it has something to do with the idiot that set it up. Alright, so now we should be able to turn this back on. We did move now, so I gotta reposition the conveyor. And hopefully... Nope, I totally missed. There we go. So... Go left and right first and work my way up. This would actually work really well for trenching for conveyors. Like, I could probably do an entire map where everything had to be done, like, not properly, but like with a vehicle or whatever. No dynamite blasting like I do, and make it that you actually have to like trench for the conveyors and shit like that. Because then a tool like this would actually be really awesome because you can essentially trench and then dump a hill off to the side and come through with the wheel loader, and or even just have someone behind you with the dump truck grabbing it. My plan when I get down lower was gonna be to just keep extending this belt and slapping a motor right on the belt. Like, I don't even know that I'm gonna put a hopper on the end. I mean, I have hoppers down there, so I could, but I think it's gonna save a lot of power to not use hoppers and just use the straight up conveyors. Because this go around, I have not been cheating for power, so I definitely am using the coal that I'm getting right now to power with coal power down here. Um, I guess the only thing I do feel is a little cheaty about that is that the exhaust ports for the coal plants are down here. So like this whole cabin would be um, exhaust and soot and shit and killing us. So there's that, but I mean the only other options are a gas generator, like runs on fuel, solar, or wind, and none of those are viable options in a hole like this. I think they want me to build it all outside and then run cables. Wow, how does this coffee keep getting up my nose? What the hell? Maybe I should use the straw, jeez. Is there a radio inside of this truck? I mean, I could turn on music so I could listen to it, but y'all ain't gonna hear it. Unless I was to connect the interwebs page to OBS, but as of right now, I'm pretty sure that I separated the audio. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought I was hitting like solid rock. I'm hitting a friggin' power pole, I think. At the bottom of the wheel. Yep, that's what it was. I was hitting that power pole. The pylon, whatever you want to call it. So far, so good. We're gonna get all this coal out of here. And we're gonna shape this cave. So I'm pretty sure that is... Oh, it's still grabbing more. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's not grabbing anything because I already went through this part. But it's definitely grabbing something. Alright. Turn on some music. Maybe. We'll see if it works. Spotify maybe? Oh, damn it. Ignore me. I don't know how to use two computers. Spotify. The wheel is totally in the way of the keyboard, and it sucks. About to hit the wall. Let's bring this thing down. And then we're gonna move it forward again. Alright, we are all the way down now. So shut the wheel off. Parking brake off. Opposite direction. Oh no, my weight is hitting over on this side. Can I move? Oh, I can move that. Okay. So I can move that as long as it's not running. So now pull forward until we're hitting on both sides. Start this beast. There we go. Get some chunking going. I am kind of disappointed that, like, you can't hear anything special. I expected to hear this thing like chunk, 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 just taking huge chunks out of the ground and shit, or I don't hear dick. I mean, I get that there's a bunch of other crap around, but don't know. It's battery operated, I guess. It's electric. It's electric. And no, I have not gotten music started yet. I'm slacking. No Spotify found. Why not? Log in another way. Oops. Damn that double keyboard shit again. What you doing, hon? Oh, well, it wants the code that it's about to send. Oh, to my email. I can open that. Will you guys go lay down? Come on. Both you. What? Go lay down. Go lay down. Here's email. Why is it not opening? Is it because I'm using the phone? I was trying to actually open my email on my cell phone because I haven't logged into it on this computer yet. What are you doing over here? Damn it. Oops. Yes, I have two mice, two keyboards. It is way too complicated. I would use the, what do you call them? The switch, like the docks for the switching back and forth, but the problem with that is that um, I tend to not remember which one I'm even using. So like then I gotta remember which one I gotta switch on and all that. So it's too much. Um, I can't even remember any of my info, so I'll worry about that later. Watcha. What you want? Huh? I can hear Turbo crying in the background. She's like, please. Oh, I told you guys you were gonna get a bath today. You guys want a bath? Yeah? They don't like water. At all. Well, I shouldn't say that. They don't really have too much issues with the water. It's the act of being bathed. If you take Turbo for a walk, like near a river, she'll jump in and attack all the water and just drink it all. So we can't even take her near water. What are you doing? These animals, I tell ya. So I guess that kind of works. We're making a path here, slowly but surely. Wheel loader's definitely quicker though. But now my other question becomes, how like yes, the wheel loader moves material quicker, but how much of it actually makes it into the conveyor? Like I drop a lot and it like deletes itself when it falls on the ground. I used to think it would like glitch through the floor and end up underneath it, which in some cases it does, but like it's not a guaranteed thing. It doesn't seem like at least. Right, so now we are on this side. Like, do I make this thing big enough to get the big one in here? I'm kidding. The ramp is the width of this one. There's no way that that other one would fit in here. I have the money. I don't have the level. And I don't have enough of anything being made at the moment to get XP quickly. What are you guys doing? Oh, you're beating up the cat. I'll stop watching. Can't be a witness to that murder. She's gonna kill you. That's. I'm not worried about you hurting the cat. Right, right, dum dum. Okay, so now we've cleared pretty much that whole pathway again. We can back up. So I'm hopeful. I still have no idea if this is even gonna work, but I'm hopeful that by clearing this, it gives me the space that I need uh, to get this thing down the ramp. I honestly don't even know if this is gonna work. I'm still struggle busting at the top of the ramp. I could have just kind of cheated and blown the hole all the way at the bottom, but I'd rather work from the top down, make it uniform. Alright, so this wheel, I kind of want it against the wall so it stops me. It seems like it has a good working depth, I guess is the best way to put it. Say shut it off, turn off parking brake, and jam it into the wall again. But oh wait, it's opposite. I keep forgetting that. Get straightened out some. And turning it on puts on the parking brake. So we should be okay. Why is it only letting me move this thing one way? Is that because of that thing? What is going on? I was able to move it. So I go left, I can't go right. And I can go up, but I can't go down. What? And now it's gonna work? What the heck is going on? Grrr. I don't know what that was about, but I need some dirt to make sure. Oh, see, there's going through the floor. It doesn't always go through the floor. I mean, I guess the wood has slats as to where like concrete doesn't, but start from the bottom and work our way up again. It is definitely getting a little jumpy here. So I don't know if I'm just going too far or what. Oh, the the boom's hitting the wall again. Um, It'd be really cool if you could actually use the laddering on this thing, but the laddering's not even scaled correctly. So I need my dynamite and need to blow ourselves a little cavity here, right where we're working. Uh, I think that'll work. Just to keep the machine from jiggling and shit, because that really throws it all over the place and then throws everything off. So let's try this again. Yeah. It looks like I'm missing though. There we go. We got it again. We are back in business, as they say. You would swear that I don't feed these animals or give them any attention the way that they act. Turbo's in the other room crying, acting like someone needs to call the ASPCA. I mean, Michelle McLaughlin. No, Sarah McLaughlin, right? In the arms of an angel? In the arms of an angel. My parents beat me. And actually, we are at the 30-minute mark. I try not to run these videos out too long because I don't know, I just feel like sitting there watching a video that's an hour long when it's really just some guy digging a hole. Isn't really that entertaining, but I don't know. Nobody's ever really said whether they prefer the longer episodes or the shorter on YouTube. All I ever get are complaints that when I screw something up with the camera or something, and then I don't edit any of my stuff. Like the little cuts and stuff that I do while I'm streaming is all that it gets. So if I move a camera and I fuck it up really bad, it gets posted that way. And I have people that are like, "This is absolutely terrible to watch." Well, yeah, it was a fuck up, and you're still watching. Right, puppy? It was a fuck up. Stop hitting my screen with your tail. I'm gonna rubber band your tail to your leg so that every time you go to wag it, you're just whacking yourself. Yeah. Stop. I'm gonna let it run to the 40-minute mark, and then I'm probably gonna take a quick intermission, take them outside since they're not leaving me alone as if there's something important going on out there. I don't know. But they heard me. They both went to the other room. They're like, okay, well, wait, over here. Except then they're gonna start crying because they think that I meant like right this second. I still think it's absolutely wild that there's countries and states that have full out banned pit bulls because they're so dangerous, I guess. Like, only thing I'm worried about with these assholes is that they're gonna cuddle too hard or something. Like, they don't have the brain cells required to hurt somebody. At least not intentionally. They, the one with white markings on it, Nitro. I always joke around that he runs with his eyes closed, and it's only partially a joke. I'm pretty sure he actually does run with his eyes closed. He has hurt so many people's kneecaps because he just turns and runs right into people. And that, like, I have it on video. My Ring doorbell, like the first couple days we had him, he had never had a fenced in yard, and we let him into the fenced in yard, and someone rode by on their bike, and he was like, tires, and he took off running and just slammed right into that fence. Like, you can see the fucking thing. It's right in front of your face, right, bud? You can see it. It didn't just come out of nowhere. Just like the people's kneecaps. They just jumped out in front of you. Alright. Well, we got majority of this one now. So we're going to have to bring this all the way down and then reposition. And actually, I was kind of debating, should I be putting it in this opening here so that I can get more depth, I guess, and then pull forward, like right there? Because, like, now, if we were to look at this bucket, I'll figure out a way. Just give me a second here. Okay, there we go. So if we look at the bucket, we are well past the circular portion. I feel like that's too far, but at the same time, wow, this is so cool looking. Like, so this all just scoops up, falls into the center, and wow, hold on. Wow, would you just look at it? Dude, that is... We've been playing with this thing all day. And this is the first time I've actually, like, gotten close enough to look at this thing. So, how close can I get? We just stay right here staring at the bucket doing its thing. Oh, hold on. I gotta make sure that the dirt is actually falling into... I can't see my own conveyors. That does not look promising. So... this way? No, no bueno. We're not hitting... Hey, wait a second. Why am I doing it there when I can just rotate this way? Am I in a hole in the ceiling right now? Like, what the hell? Uh-oh. I can't quite go forward, I don't think. Because then I'm going to be in the way of the boom. Wait, do these go... Really? Does it just let you? Come on, devs. Like, I'm just gonna abuse this now. You're gonna let me do that? How dare? Yep, that's one of those things that definitely shouldn't be working, but it's it's working. Just clipping right through. I'm waiting. All of a sudden, it's gonna register, and this vehicle's gonna like self-implode. It does look like it's able to handle that amount of penetration. I Am I clearing out way too much though? Maybe? Because I only really need space for that conveyor. So like, yeah, we're gonna start carving up into the ceiling here. We have reached the 40-minute mark. The animals have finally gone silent, but no, I can see them under the screens. They're waiting in the other room very patiently. So I should take them. If y'all are in the stream, uh, I'll be back in probably like 10 minutes. I do have an intermission screen now that I will put on. Um, so just hang out or see you again in a little bit later. But if you're watching from YouTube land, until next time, peace. If you liked today's episode, please consider leaving a like and subscribing as it goes a long way to helping the channel to grow. Thank you.